Ladies, thems, and mans. Was good. It's a Leo full moon. That's what we're here for. And let's do it. So this is how it's going to go. Um there is hold on. Let's look at something. I'm gonna look at my calendar. All right, we have. Wait, what's symbolic? First signs of spring. We're getting close to spring. I don't know about that. It's cold as hell. But it's the beginning of February. Shout out to Black History Month. Speaking of Black History Month, if you have not heard about Astro in Black, also known as Astro en Negro, that is the podcast that I have. I'm gonna beat y'all over the head with Lady D Emerald, so y'all just better lock in. The podcast that I have with Lady D Emerald, um, around Black history. It started on Black History Month. Black history, Black diaspora history, and astrological transits. It's for everybody, to be honest. We break it down for folks across understandings of astrology. And so join us over there. We have completed season 2. And that is that on that. Also, for those who don't know who I am Astroliz, aka Liz Flow, and I am your Crystal Connect. I am also the tarot reader. This is what you're here for. A writer, a polyglot, speak multiple languages. That's what I mean. An Afrofuturist, even though I'm building on the idea around a different type of futurism that speaks more to me. I do workshops, and I like creating a vibe. Like, I like curating kits, like crystal kits, for new practitioners or just like new transitions in your life and all the things. And so I know that I need to start studying around voodoo. And so that is my vibe, just in case you are wondering, who is this person that really just starts talking at y'all? It is I. I'm going to pull from, this is the Manzel Tarot deck. He has a couple of these, actually. This is the second version of my very first deck, and it's holographic. So I'm going to pull from here. Y'all are going to pick your cards, and then you'll have an oracle card from My Friendly Fire, which is an indigenous creator. Excuse me. Let's see. Can you see that? Yes. All right. And then, Leo is the sign of play, of dramatization. The fame degree is under Leo. And so having a full moon in Leo is very much asking, where are you preventing yourself from living a full, holistically playful life, even in times of deep systemic oppression? There has to be time for joy, for pleasure, for desire to keep us going, and for love. Everything is rooted in love. How we go about it is a thing, right? Do we deny ourselves love? Do we deny ourselves self-love? Do we look for external validation when we don't know how to love ourselves? Those are all things to think about, to consider. Where are you not fully in the depth of you existing as love, and allowing others to dictate what that looks like for you, right? Or where are you holding back for feeling like you're too much, or being rejected for being all of yourself. Okay? And that's for everyone. I feel like everyone should like sit with that, journal about it. So we have, damn. Okay, let me put this here. It's just because it's overlapping. It's annoying. Okay. So we got crystal number 1. That is citrine. Some of these are like a little more yellow and that would be a different stone, but this is citrine. It's supposed to be slightly clearer, not as like bright yellow. So this is card number 1. Okay, we're gonna put that right back on there. This is Rose Quartz. It's a little like perfume bottle and dropper thing. I haven't added this to astrologicals.com yet because I'm still wondering if I should be filling this up with something. I don't know yet. But if you want it, y'all can hit me up. Card number 2, Rose Quartz. And then we have the heart because Leo rules the heart. Do not suppress your emotions. It's going to mess up your heart, people. So that is card number 3. Ooh, that actually moved something when I held it. I tell y'all stuff, but it's because I be doing it too, y'all. All right. So, it is windy as hell. I hope you are warm. I hope you find warmth where you are because even in the bottom of the map of the U.S., that's where I stay, Florida. It's going to be colder than a mug. So, ooh, if you are card number 1, let's talk about it. Citrine. So, citrine embodies the energy of Leo. Joy, confidence, the ability to connect with your inner child, play. Ooh, and the cool thing about this, let me nerd out for a second. I don't think you can see it as clearly. Where is my light? I don't think I have my, oh, here we go. Hold on, let's make this brighter. So, there's still things, you see there's a little bit of like rainbows in there. And then if you were able to see, I don't know if you are, but there are like layers to this citrine. I don't know, this is such a wonderful piece and I wanted to share that with you. But also, citrine, it is the abundance crystal, which through being your full, wholehearted self, all of the things that people may have rejected in you, but that make you feel so alive, is that embodiment of Leo, citrine, the different ranges that make you who you are. And what do we have here at the 9 of Cups, right? And so the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Cups is that moment, that like feeling of being right. Like you see the alignment to all of the things, to all of the things that are coming in that will be emotionally fulfilling. Maybe you got 1 cup, maybe you got 2 of them. Holy crap. It is so windy outside. It's tearing up stuff. How is it cold and windy? I don't get it. But, be ready to be taken for surprise. Be ready to get what you asked for, but are your cups ready to receive its fill, right? That is the biggest thing to think about and to consider. Whoa. Crazy. So we have rage. Okay. That's interesting. I have the book here. So maybe you manifest when you're angry. That's possible. Powerful, painful, fertile rage. We invite rage to the table. This venerable guest has much to teach us. No longer in the shadows, rage is sacred fire. So, like, also the Nine of Cups is your full ranges of emotions. The beautiful, the ugly, the uncomfortable, the overwhelming, right? Rage is sacred fire alive in your belly. What did I say? It is the... Damn, I just forgot. It's not the sacral. Solar plexus, which is the belly. Acknowledge the parts of you that have been silenced. You're allowed to feel it all. Remember your power. Rage heals. Rage can lead you back to yourself. Even the flames, something powerful is being born. This is where I'm like, the intro that I just did about things for you to consider. Go back to it, and maybe that should be your journaling questions, right? This is no longer a season of, I'm going to hold back and keep the peace. No, don't keep the peace no more. Because you're a human being, we are flawed. We are emotional existences because there is a lot to be emotional about. But we also can feel the desire for being nourished and nurtured. The desire to feel safe, to have the little, I always think about relationships in all capacities as places where our inner children can hold hands and be safe together. Might be something I need to write about. Do that with you first. Take little you by the hand and say, hey, you're safe here. What does that do? Maybe you start doing the things that you used to love doing that you haven't done in years because you're grown up or you don't have time. Make time for reconnecting to the things that brought you joy if you haven't in a long time. Go dancing. Sing. Whatever it is, as long as you are not harming anyone, take up as much fucking space as you can. Okay? And also, if life has been disappointing or shit gets real and you forget how to laugh, you forget how to have fun, you start taking life so seriously that you done forgot how to enjoy yourself. Start watching how kids play. They're always the cheat code. All right, so we have, they said to pull these romance cards, so I'm going to give it to y'all. Y'all know how I feel about this. Your sacred souls are instantly drawn towards each other. If that hits for you, that hits for you. Magnetic souls, but also in order to be magnetic, you also have to become the light. Become the light that you are. Shine from within. We can all have pockets of momentary wholeness, right? Sometimes life be beating our ass and we forget that the sun does come in the morning. And maybe not the whole day. Maybe there are clouds throughout the day. But there's joy. Hold on to those what is it? Micro joys gets us through the macro grief, the macro hardships, difficulties of life. Moments that are beautiful can carry us through a lot of shit. This is the very romantico. It's literally the Black Hollywood romance stars by Queen Sugar Tarot. Come on, Black and Indigenous decks. All right. That is what I have for y'all. I think beautiful things are coming if you allow yourself to really tap into the emotional being that is you, right? Dehumanizing yourself because that's what society has asked of you is an energetic loss to all of us. And so, be you. Also, I have Two of Two. That kind of gives me Two of Cups. But I'll also give you the other things, right? So the two, I'm actually gonna look in here. See if listen, I said Two of Cups and what? Yeah. So maybe this is a love thing. If you don't feel safe sharing your emotions, start asking why with, the person that is in your life. Two of Wands. That's another two. 2 and 2 I know makes 4, but it's 2 over 2, which makes me feel like, Two of Wands very much is like, go expand. And I know I'm thinking of the 3 of Wands, but like it's expanding within yourself, trusting that you have the capacity and the capability to go farther than you think that you can. It's also an either or. It's not the Fool. I'm really trying to look. Then we have the Two of Swords. Make a decision to express yourself. Maybe you can think of worst case scenario, but have you thought about best case scenario? Right? And the Two of Pentacles is asking you to weigh out your options. If you've been leaning on, it's always like this, it's, I've only experienced this, woe is me. What if you tried and what if it succeeds? What if somebody surprises you when you're being vulnerable? What if you fly? Shout out to that poet. They did the hell out of that. I don't know what, I could probably search for it. Oh, this is a Two of Swords, which is like you're fighting in your head. Get out of your head. Get into your heart. I could Google it, but y'all Google the two in, not me going all the way back without seeing it. The two in, let me do it for y'all, because my brain, Major Arcana. They said it's 50-something degrees, but it's gonna feel like 30-something degrees because it's windy. The High Priestess is the number 2. The High Priestess, you know what you need. Stop denying yourself of it, okay? And that is what I have for y'all, card number 1. I hope that made sense. I always be tired as hell by the time I get to these readings. But I hope that gave you a little something. Please go back to the intro. It feels like you have something to like sit with, journal on, chew on, muse on. Take your rest, but also know that the best case scenario is possible. What if you lead with that instead of, things always been hard and it's only gonna be hard forever. You done already become a loser in your fantasies. Don't be a loser in your fantasies and your manifestations. Okay? Okay. See y'all in the next moon. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Talk to me. Y'all be just watching all quiet. It's kind of creepy. Tell a homie. Tell a friend. That's what keep me going. when I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. So I appreciate you being here. And until next time, let's go to the next chord. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Okay. A little domino. Thank you, card number 1. Card number 2, Rose Quartz. Haha. We're talking about emotions today. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is asking you to connect to your emotive side. To, if you've been like a little more hysterical than usual, maybe just recalibrate and also see why. Like, see what is the thing that may have been triggering to you. It's also, if you were interested in card number 1, I will go there just because of the yellow. But it's connecting. Question, inner child work. You gotta do your inner child work. What does that entail? Reconnecting with that part of you and allowing that part of you to feel safe, being with people that they feel safe with you as well. Yeah, go to card number 1. You need to go to card number 1. But also, Queen of Cups is someone who can feel secure in being vulnerable, can feel secure in offering emotional support and receiving emotional support, right? But also know that there is strength in being soft and in knowing that you need care and that you need community and that you need gentleness, and knowing that that is a position of strength to be in a world that doesn't like you to be in tune with what makes you human. This came out in the reverse, but I'm gonna read it as it was upright, and we'll talk about that. I love this card though because it, to me, mirrors the Queen of Cups, right? Because we have the fire here, and then we have these eyes with light, right? And the Queen of Cups is also the intuitive self. Okay. So connecting with spirit also allows you to connect with your emotions. Maybe y'all gotta sit and cry at your altars. My bad. When you feel overwhelmed, let yourself enter this quiet snow melt portal. Here you cool your mind and bring your spirit back to the earth. This is a call to release, to let go and return to your center. Surrender the mental weight and allow the cold, flowing water to awaken your body and spirit. Immerse yourself in these ancient, wise waters and feel how open and receptive you are. I would also invite boundaries energetically around emotions, because you might feel or sense more than others. And so also ask what is yours and what isn't, right? Sometimes the overwhelm is not necessarily yours. You are held in quiet power. You are one with the elements around you. Nothing outside of this sacred space is more important than your peace and well-being. And what I want to say in addition to that is, being in tune with yourself makes you unfuckwithable. Do y'all hear that wind? That's crazy. It sounds like not a hurricane, but like a bad windstorm. Rose Quartz is self-compassion. It is gentleness. It is an invitation for love yours and that of others, I call it a hug in a stone. Okay? And then we have this romance card. Spiritual awakening. This might hit for some. If you don't have a partner, this might just be for you. Okay, it's for you, it's for you. Your partner is sensing that there is something profoundly important about this connection. Have at it. They wanted me to pull that. Have at it. So, let's say, for example, maybe they're not your partner and y'all just getting acquainted. Everybody got talking stages and dating and all kind of levels. Share your feelings. You don't gotta tell them everything, okay? You can keep some things to yourself. But based on how you feel of like, oh, you know, I've been enjoying, you know, being with you, getting to know you, blah, 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 whatever y'all doing, okay? Maybe there are some boundaries that are needed. Maybe there's some clarity that is needed. Or maybe it's just like, it's been long enough where you being guarded is no longer doing a service to you, to either of you. And you just have a moment of like, hey, this is where I'm at. Where you at? Or just sharing something about yourself that you haven't shared. And just seeing that however the person responds to you, you can go from there. Also, just like looking in here, play as medicine. Maybe y'all just do silly things. There is, it's in Atlanta too, but there's like a play zone type thing. And it is the funnest thing I've done in a long time. Maybe y'all just need to do something silly and have fun together, and it allows to unlock something. Okay, card number 2. Also, if you were interested in card number 1 or it called your attention, I suggest checking that out. Like, share, subscribe, tell a homie. Talk to me, comment below. Maybe it won't hit now, but it'll hit a little bit later when there's a Leo new moon in August. I don't know, y'all. But I'll see you in the next moon. Bueno, golly, what is going on with card number 3? Let me have some water. Boy. What's going on, y'all? Strawberry Quartz. Let's put this right here. We coming back. We have the heart. It's an anatomical heart. I really like this type of stuff. It's dope to me. Strawberry Quartz is a stone that combines with quartz, right? As it is the master healer. But also it gathers you at the root. And that's the cool thing about Strawberry Quartz. It's a gentle reminder to release a little bit of the heartache in the heart. It's great for meditation. It's soothing, right? It has a gentle energy around it. But the red around it, for me, feels like coming back home to yourself. That is the energy that I get around it. It also, I think, can help with grief. Not like, it's like a warm hand on yours. You know, kind of just like that. I got you kind of thing. Reassurance. Boom. That's the word for it. That's the word that I was looking for. Okay? That's the word that I was looking for. 10 of Swords. My goodness. I didn't pick a domino for the other one. I'm gonna pick a domino because I don't want to forget. 6. But we got the 5 and then we have the 1. Alright, so the 10 of Swords is usually internal and external. Feelings of resentment, betrayal, what overextending can feel like being loyal to somebody or several somebodies at the expense of yourself can feel like. It's so interesting in this card, in this deck, because it almost looks like they're just carrying the 10 of Swords, which is like more so carrying other people's feelings, thoughts, how you should, right? Other people's life rules and limitations. And for what? And so the call is coming from inside the house. What have you been holding that doesn't belong to you? What definitions have people put upon you that you have allowed to become your truth? What hardships have become your expectations instead of knowing this is momentary? What lies have you been told about yourself, be it from yourself or others, that you have called it to be true? It is preventing you from moving forward. Are you reaching your end? Yes, but it is still a choice to make. Maybe you need to talk with somebody about it. Go sit on that lady couch and unfold all of these things that you can get to the root. Get to the root of it. And start removing one sword at a time. Or start journaling about it. Or start talking to the trees or the ocean or whomever, whatever. Call the things the things. And release them ever so lovingly. I always love to recommend writing a letter, what the word I truly got is like writing an obituary for the things that used to define you that doesn't define you anymore, or something along that vein, and then burning it. Because 6 is on the other side of this, right? And before it becomes a 6, the 5 is changes and transitions. The 1 is about the self. But it's also about new beginnings. And then when you get to 6, it is usually leaving things behind. It is victory after much difficulty. It is about receiving more than you thought you would, emotionally and financially. Literally, this is holding you back from a new beginning. All right. Wow. Channeling like crazy. You were not put on this earth, on this life plane, to suffer. Really and truly. Path of ease is what this says. I want you to look at it closely. Path of ease and the number 4. Such a lovely deck, man. Path of ease is a gentle invitation to slow down and honor your sensitivity. Yet another, if you are interested in card number 1, go see about card number 1. In a fast-paced world, remember that ease is an option. Choosing what feels slow, calm, and true is a powerful act of kindness towards yourself. Sometimes the slowest way is the only way to get there, and that is okay. Usually it lasts longer. Our time space is more energetic than linear. Your choices matter. You also don't need permission to make the moves that you want to do in your life, okay? You give yourself that permission. No one else. Unless you a jit, aka under 18. That's different. So sorry. How you feel in your body matters. That's across the board. Doesn't matter what age you are. Step out, make way for your own path. Only good can come from this. I don't think that's lovely. I hope you really listen to that. Replay that again if you have to. And so we have one more card. One more. This is a romance card. It might hit, it might not. But we are talking about matters of the heart. What do we have here? This did come in the reverse. I think that might be preventing it from happening as well. Divine union. This says, congratulations, it's time to celebrate. I think you're ending this chapter. And you may, depending on where you are in your life, and no matter what, you haven't met all the people that are going to love you yet. And I think that's a beautiful way to hold on to. A friend posted that recently again. And it's just such a wonderful way to think about life. Both you and your partner have healed and learned the important lessons to allow this union to manifest. If it hits, it hits. If not, then maybe it is a solo conversation for June. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell a homie. Talk to me in the comments. I love it when y'all talk to me. And I will see you in the next reading because I am spent. Thank you to Spirit, to y'all, to everyone. I am closing this energetic messaging out. All right. Hanging up the spiritual phone. And I will see you in the next moon. Enjoy this full moon. And holla at me in the comments.